Yeah, I mean, that's just one of those games that we just played really well start to finish, kept competing every possession, and when you shoot it that well, you can really separate. I mean, Detroit had a really good win against Charlotte, their last game, and we did a great job.
Did you just kind of tell Jabe, don't miss this week, and that's when we're just going to give you the ball?
He's had it like that in practice where he just can make – I think he shot like 60% from three in our preseason practice. So that's a weapon, and that group, Bamba, that perimeter stars, that Bamba, Mullins, and Powell, they kind of find each other, and when it's going good, it's really hard to stop.
I mean, 19 threes, program record. Everyone got in on the action. Everyone from Jabe down to Mile hitting three, including the 19th. I mean, is that kind of what you want your identity? Maybe not at 65% every night, but
I do want it to be at 65.
Well, of course,
yeah,
but to be able to shoot that well.
Obviously, I said going in this year, I think this team's will look a little more like some of our San Francisco teams that our staff we coach in Columbia, but and without Deshaun, that changes a little bit, but. We got that kind of personnel, and that's going to be figure out how we're going to guard every night, how we're going to be, it's a little craftier that way. But it's, we got an open three, take it, and that should set up everything else.
Talk about Kamani a little bit. I mean, it just kind of seems you see the flashes. You saw a lot of flashes. He hits the three, throws down the dunk. I know you've compared him to Dalen Terry in the past, but it kind of does seem like he has that ability to do just a little bit of everything right now.
He's what I think it would be forever. Whatever level as he keeps moving up, that's what he is. He's kind of he's a Swiss Army knife, or French Army knife, I should say. But he's just a really good kid that's really embraced trying to get better at these things. And I can tell he's very a little bit of a perfectionist, and the more comfortable he gets, the better he's going to get. And you kind of see his first little couple minutes, he missed a couple rebounds, and you gotta get your butt jumped a little bit, and they just kind of that dunk where he just said you know what, I'm just gonna go to the rack, and it's good. I think he's he got 6 rebounds. He's a good pass. His best thing he does is pass. That's why I said that. So he's coming along, and the better he gets, the better we get.
Antoine Davis enters as one of the nation's leading scorers ever. I think he ended up with 15, but it was very inefficient. It looked like Bamba and Darling kind of had the assignments. Can you just talk about Dylan specifically and what he's been able to do? 5 games into his career, and he's taken on one of the great scorers college basketball's ever seen.
Yeah, I think he's just a ball hawk. I mean, and he's still not like him and Kamani are all our freshmen. They're just getting there, and we need them. Just trying to get comfortable. But he's taken on the identity and the role. I'm willing to do whatever I can to put some pressure on the other opposing teams. Best guard, because he's hard to get around, and he'll frustrate you. And you can see a glimpse of it, and more comfortable be. He's a good passer and penetrator too. That's going to start showing up more too.
Just any quick update on Andre and Carlos?
Carlos just got sick. I mean, he got the respiratory thing, so I think he, that needs to run its course. And Andre, I don't know, it's maybe a little slower than we'd hope, but we'll, at his time, make sure he's healthy.
We were talking to Coach Calipari over at the Spokane Arena a couple of weekends ago, and he was talking about, how it takes time for teams to really develop and get to play with each other and that chemistry. Where are you seeing your team at this point, a month in?
We're I don't know what to make of our road trip. I'm good at home so far, and in Spokane, we'll count the Spokane Arena as a road game. In our 2 exhibitions, we played pretty well too, or scrimmages. We're getting there, but I think we're just creating identity defensively, doing better there. Rebounding is going to be a challenge. We got to take care of the ball, but the shooting hopefully will open up a lot of things. And they like each other, and they're just still getting comfortable playing with each other. And a lot of new faces: Jabe, Justin. Bamba's doing really well. Obviously, he's returning. He wasn't even full-time starter last year. Mo. Transitioning, and I thought he played awesome today because he just let the game come to him, and that's who he is. He's a great teammate, great unselfish person, and it showed up in his play today. But those guys assume that leadership, they're embracing it, and we're getting closer. I'd say today was great. We'll find out more about ourselves Thursday on the road.
And then as a coach, you probably don't want your team looking too far ahead, but now you're about to enter a pretty tough schedule here in December. What do you got to do, or is there anything that you're got to clean up?
I think some of the things I just talked about, like we're going to have to be able to rebound with some. I mean, Oregon's humongous. So I don't know. We'll look at them. And they're physical around the rim and that size. So we got to just defensively. I think we'll have some good schemes and we'll manage that decently. Rebounding is going to be a challenge, and we got to make sure we take care of the ball. Don't give the other opponents, easy baskets off our turnover. So we've done better there the last 2 games for sure.